Good morning, everyone. I am here today with the amazing Lowe, and we're going to be launching a book today that I think so many people are going to want, because today it's so important that we get our business the way that we need it, and we also need to be innovative in the way that we do business. And so this book, The Future of Business, is something that I know everyone is going to be able to jump on, grab a copy today, and really make a change in their business. So welcome, Lauren, to our launch of your amazing book that you've pulled together. So
thank you, Susan. Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and officially launch the book.
Yes, it's been a beautiful project that as people will see when they purchase it, it's a gorgeous color book that is segmented into some amazing sections, and we're going to be talking about some of those today and what people will get when they purchase this book. So The Future of Business: How to Create a Workplace That Creates Motivation, Positivity, and Happiness. What I think is so great about that is some people think that business is just about how do we get the sales? How do we get the sales? But there's so much more to business. And I know that you're an extraordinarily successful business owner, and you're sharing all your knowledge in this book. So tell me, first of all, why did you write this book?
Yeah, well, a couple of reasons, but ultimately I wrote the book for me. So my husband and I have been running a construction company for over the past decade now, and we got past all those initial milestones, that you won't make it past 5 years, you won't make it past 7 years, put on your first staff member, fire your first staff member. So we seem to have hit all those first milestones, or exceeded them, as some may say. And it was important for me that we got to share our story with others. There's a lot of experience and lessons that have gone into this book. It's certainly not a book about fit outs. Yes, we do run a fit out company, and there is a chapter or two related to the fit out process. But it's much more about the passion and running a business and the culture, the people, and just creating an environment. I guess, Susan, the construction industry can be very cutthroat, very male-dominated industry, which is fortunately changing at current times. But very early on in my career, it was an industry that I loved and despised at the same time. I left the industry years ago and said that I would never ever go back to it, and that was after being bullied in the workplace. And then I met my now husband, and we started Future Fit Outs from the kitchen bench on a laptop. And at that point in time, I made a promise that if I was ever to go back into the construction industry, or if we were ever to put staff on, that I would make it my personal mission to create a workplace where people love to and want to come to work. So I basically took all my experiences and the negative experiences of the industry and turned it around, and created the complete opposite. And we were recognized with some awards and bits and pieces featured on TV along the way. So I thought, well, it's now time to write our story into a book.
Amazing. And I know that I love the fact that, you've written it for you, you're leaving a legacy. It's about you sharing something that, you've pulled together. The readers, however, through you sharing this experience, are going to get so much out of the book, because we do sometimes, yes, we hear things like, it's important to have a good team and everything like that, but so many people are driven by the bottom dollar. Whereas when you set up the business from a holistic point of view, which is, the way that I see what you've done, you're not just looking at the sales, you're looking at the culture, the people. I mean, we talk about designing your environment. You talk about growing and improving your culture, building systems in which create less stress. There's attracting and retaining the talent that you've got, culture, leadership, wellness, so many things that you talk about that are not just about the sales and not just about the money, but as a default, that's what comes of it. You know, success, financially successful, you know, most definitely are. But because, do you believe it's because of a result of what you've built as that foundation around those areas that you talk about in the book?
Absolutely. We were never sort of driven by the bottom line when we started the business. It was always, how can we do this better? How can we be a 1% business? How can we do everything completely opposite to how the industry's done? And by making those decisions, the profit came. Like it wasn't our focus, but it just happened when we were authentic about what we wanted to do and really put people first and really, you know, focus on a culture. I mean, if I can have a group of contractors and male dominated construction workers meditating and doing stretching, which I speak about in my book, I'm sure there's lessons for many other businesses that they can take and implement. And there's lots of little things that you can do. I mean, the book breaks down so many areas, as you've just mentioned, Susan, but there's, you know, we talk about culture, we talk about the little things, we talk about the big things, we talk about little daily rituals that you can incorporate with your team, you know, leaving little messages on the bathroom mirrors for your staff. There's just so many things that it just shows that you care. And, you know, we care about our team so much and we know their families personally. And to be able to build that and bottle it, it's been a pretty special journey.
Beautiful. So it's, you know, who would you say this book's for? Because I know that you're in the office fit out business. And, you know, and I know that you talk about the construction business, but this book is not, you know, yes, you talk a bit about that because by default it's who you are, it's what you've built, but it's not what this whole book's about. No. Who's this book for?
So this is going to benefit? No, you're right. It's definitely not a book for the construction industry. The book is written for any business owner, for any leader, for any manager or anyone who has a team below them. Entrepreneur, someone that's wanting to start out a business and just get some of those early lessons and systems and things underway. Someone with an existing business, or really just anyone. You know, I believe that anyone can be a leader. It's not a title. It's I guess a position that you just naturally adapt to. So anyone in any organization that wants to aspire to be more or to be a leader or just to create a workplace where people want to and love coming to work.
Absolutely. And I know that I've got my plant in the office from reading this book, and I'm surrounded by plants. You know, I learned so much about, you know, not just, like you said, leadership, but it's about creating your environment and making it inviting. And I know this book is inviting itself. I mean, the book itself is in color. It has some amazing sections in it here that cover all those great things that we talked about. There's parts in here where you can really delve down into culture, your environment, you know, so many things. There's you know, setting up for success. You know, there's so much here, and it's beautifully presented with nice little notes that go through. But what I love about it too is the beautiful sections that you've got here, where people can actually go through and grab a particular section and really hone in on it. They can share it with their team. And we've also got the amazing interactive. So the interactive element allows people to get some bonus and free material. Tell me about that, how you just giving in this book. It's not just, you know, getting this beautifully presented book, like I said, with so many tips and techniques and models, and any business owner, if, like you said, a single entrepreneur can learn about what they could do from the get-go. And then other people that have got business that is maybe, you know, not where they want it to, could go back and visit each section and see maybe where they are, where they could improve. And then you add the bonuses that you're putting in the interactive. Tell me a little bit about what people are going to get when they buy the book as a bonus as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the book was designed with that, busy business owner in mind, where you are wearing multiple hats and you don't have time or luxury to sit down and read a novel and then implement what you've learned. So it has been designed in a way, as you said, Susan, with sections and little tips and things, so you can literally pick it up. Of course, I want you to read the whole thing, but you can pick it up at any section. It might be you're about to recruit a staff member, so turn to our section on where I share our 12-step recruitment process. And this process alone has saved us over tens of thousands of dollars in the recruitment space. We had a very bad experience with recruitment early on in business, as I'm sure many business owners can relate to. We ended up having to dismiss the person the very next day, and that was via a recruiter. And from that, I took the lessons out of it. And every time we had a challenge, I went back to the lessons and went, well, what did we learn and how can we improve? So from that experience became our 12-step recruitment process, which I share in detail in the book. That's just one thing. I've got in the interactive, you've got access to videos with me sharing how to create budgets, how to manage your cash flow, how to create systems, how to build email templates, just sort of little simple things that anyone in your team can start implementing, and freeing up that time for the business owner, and then allowing you to work more on the culture and building that team around you. So yeah, it's definitely been put together where you can pick it up in a section and just read what's relevant for that point in time.
Fantastic. Well, I know it was a great privilege working with you and just, bringing this book to life. It's beautiful, but in its presentation, but it's also beautiful in its information. And like you said, busy business owners can pick it up, read it, chunk, go to the orange section or the red section. So you systemize the book as well and made it look beautiful, bringing it all together in all the different parts. As you can see here, we've got, each section and part is beautifully designed with lots of tips, so much value in there, lots of tables and, broken down things that into steps and modules and things like that are just massive value. So it's been a privilege to publish this book for you and work with you in getting this out there. I know it's going to save so many businesses and improve so many businesses. And I think right now in today's age, we need to be innovative. We need to look at the future of business. We need to look at people are wanting to work for someone that they feel has the right culture now. They're being a little bit more selective, and they want to work for somewhere where they want to work there, not have to work there, and they love their environment. I know for us, we've got that with our team. Everybody's here because they want to be here. And I want to be around people that want to be working within the culture and within this business here, because they're going to add so much more value to your clients. So, and the same, I'm sure you found too, that your team is what makes your business succeed. So it's putting that energy into it. So I know there's so much in this that typically I ask people, what are the 3 things they're going to walk away with? But I just don't think that there's going to be 3. But I'm going to ask you, what are probably the top 3? Because like I said, there's so much in there. But give me about the top 3 that you think people will get the most value from.
Yeah, I definitely hope it's more than 3. Oh wow, top 3. I would definitely say the recruitment process is going to be a big game changer for many businesses. It's been tried and tested with us. We've got feedback from every candidate we've ever interviewed on how they found the process. And I now use it with our select recruiters. So they use our process when they're looking for people for our team. So that's probably a big one. Systems is my other passion. So I love creating systems and processes and finding ways to do things better and more efficient. So I think that would probably be my number 2. And number 3 would just be about the culture, which is ultimately the crux of the book. So the big and the little things that you can do for your team, and yeah, just again how to create that environment where people want to come to work. And of course, we are a fit out company. So if you don't know anything about the world of fit outs, there's a section in there which will guide you on that process, on what to expect and how your fit out can benefit your environment and ultimately your culture.
Fantastic. Well, I know that you've got a special offer today because we are launching the book officially, even though, you know, we'll be sharing this book for many, many years to come. But we've got a special offer today. Like I said, the book is beautifully presented in color. It's normally, you know, over $30, but today we're going to have a special offer for $30 for the next 48 hours, I believe, with a special code, which will be available in the link. And that's going to be 30 FOB, future of business. So 30 FOB.
30 FOB special. So yeah, for the next 48 hours, this book will be available from my website, laurenlowe.com.au, $30 just for the next 48 hours, and then it'll jump back to the regular retail price. And I guess it is a full color book, so it does track that higher price tag, but it is beautiful to read and look at, and it's been presented quite nicely.
Yeah, and like I said, there's interactive elements all throughout. You'll get a nice little, you know, bonus when you get the book as well to capture the interactive, where there's so much more that you're sharing. Is there anything you want to leave the readers with today before we wrap up? Like I said, so they can just jump on and grab this book.
Yeah, I think if, you know, wherever you are in your business journey, back yourself. It's probably something might come out in a second book if I attempt one, but just to back yourself and know you've always got a support team around you. Know there's always someone that you can go and ask for help. You're not expected to know the answer to everything. And I just hope that, you know, if this book can help one other business owner, then, you know, that would be an absolute blessing, and I'd be so grateful for that. I'd also like to send my special thanks to the Dean Publishing team. So yourself, Susan, and the rest of your team who have worked immensely hard at getting this dream and goal of mine into reality. Mac from Annex Media, who allowed me to feature on his Foxtel Industry Leaders program a couple of years ago, and very graciously wrote an amazing foreword that now published in the book. My husband, my family, my support network around me, and everyone here today who's listening to this video, I appreciate it so much. I feel that this book is me back in startup zone. I think back of myself, you know, 11, 12 years ago when I started Future Fit Outs, and I've got that feeling again now, where it's that excitement of the first phone call ringing and the first sale and the new website. So it's an absolute honor to launch this book, and I want to thank everybody who's shared their support and appreciation.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. And we want to thank you, because I know you are going to change many businesses with this book, and we can't wait to get it out there into the world so everyone can benefit and really create a successful business using all of your great strategies. So thanks so much, and jump on, grab the book from laurenlowe.com.au. It'll be all in the comments, and with your special code will be all in the comments. Jump on, support Lauren, but support yourself. Grab the book and make your business really successful, and you know, have this dream come true for Lauren and yourself in creating a successful business. So thanks everyone. Bye for now, Lauren.
Bye. Thank you.